Welcome to Lesson 1. Today we are going to learn about psychic and mediumistic work and how they differ. Psychic is a word that means the soul. From that definition itself, you understand that psychic work deals with work done by your soul with the soul of another. Mediumistic work is work done by you where you connect to the energies of a disembodied spirit. That disembodied spirit might be a loved one who has passed over. It might be a guide, a spiritual counselor, or a master. The process of connection to a disembodied spirit remains the same. But in order to connect to something that is disembodied, it is first most essential to learn how to connect to the spirit of another who is embodied. Why is this important? Because when you learn psychic connection, you are developing your intuition. You are learning how to connect to your 8th chakra. You are learning how to receive information, how to process that information, and how to then deliver that information. You are also learning about the aura. What is this aura that everyone talks of? Each one of us as human beings has a mind. We have a brain. In this brain, in this mind, our thoughts are constantly running. There is a constant movement of thought, even when you are not aware of it. For example, I am speaking to you right now. I am not aware that I am thinking. But of course I am. If I didn't have a thought, I would not have these words. Thoughts have a very, very high-powered electromagnetic energy. In fact, this electromagnetic energy is so strong that it cannot be contained within the human physical body alone. This electromagnetic energy, without you doing anything, moves out of your physical body and creates a layer around your physical body. This layer of electromagnetic energy is what is commonly called aura. Do not allow certain myths to make you feel less developed or less capable. There are those who are able to perceive color in the aura. But I know a very, very large number who do not perceive color in the aura and are still very, very powerful as psychics. So whether you perceive color in the aura or you don't receive the colors of the aura, believe me, is completely immaterial. Furthermore, a certain color of the auric field will stand for a certain emotion or a feeling for each individual. For example, for me, let us assume red might signify intensity, passion, drive, strength, ambition. For another psychic, the red might signify danger, might signify rage, might signify anger. So if you are able to see color, then you have to understand that you do not absorb blindly what someone else is trying to tell you about auric colors. They are giving you the information from their perspective. You have to develop this information, this interpretation for yourself. So as we develop psychically, this auric field that is around us begins to grow stronger. Remember, because the auric field is an electromagnetic energy, it is highly sensitive to the auric fields of others around you. These auric fields, your own and the auric fields of others, move in waves. It's an energy. It's not something that is stagnant. It's not something that remains in one position steady. It's a constantly moving energy field, and it moves in waves. This auric field can expand and contract. And again, without you being aware of it, it's expanding and contracting on a very regular basis. In fact, several times through the day. Let me give you an example. If someone enters your home and you become extremely fear-filled, your auric field will contract. Why does it do so? It does so that it protects you by not joining or blending or merging with the auric field of someone whom you are perceiving as a threat. But when you are doing a meditation, or when you are doing a course like this, where you are imbibing information that you are interested in, that is touching the core in you, your auric field begins to expand. It's trying to make space so that more and more positive, uplifting energy can come to you. Your inner state of beingness affects your auric field, and your auric field affects your inner state of beingness. So what does that mean? When I am scared, when I am depressed, when I am anxious, my auric field will become compressed. When I am feeling expanded, when I am feeling delighted, when I am joyous, when I'm in a state of love, my auric field will expand. So you see, this electromagnetic energy moves in and out, and it also moves outward from your auric field to someone else's auric field. And so naturally, it follows that the auric energy from someone else moves into your auric field. This is extremely important to understand, because this is the fundamental part of psychic reading. Many people will ask me, how do you know what my deep emotions are? How are you able to tell me that something happened when I was 6 years old? I am not able to tell you that. Your auric energy joins with my auric energy and gives me that information. So when you say that I am telling you this, what I am doing is only interpreting for you the information that has come through. In fact, you are telling yourself whatever it is that you believe I am telling you. So when I say that there is something at the age of 6 or something at the age of 14, what I pick up in your auric field might appear to be like a bump in the road, or it might appear to me like a dark spot. Once again, don't rely on what I will see it as. as you work on your own, you will get this information in your own very special and unique way. So, when you are doing psychic work, the most important thing that you have to develop is faith in yourself. Unfortunately, we have been so conditioned for years to look up to people who we believe are doing something special or something different, that we have learned to ignore our own talents, our own abilities, and our own skills. So I'm going to constantly urge you through the course to pay attention to your intuition, to your guidance. Psychic work is most strong when it is based upon a strong intuition. If you are going to look for energy signs that are similar to my own, or signs that are similar to other psychics that you know, you will be doing yourself a disservice. Your intuition will throw up for you signs that are easiest for you to follow. Please go with those signs. Mediumistic work is very effective when we have learned how to maintain this aura, when we have learned how to connect to the 8th chakra, because it then goes beyond the auric field of those who are embodied. Mediumistic work moves into the realm of joining your energies with energies of those who are disembodied. For this, it is important that we learn to keep the human in us at a side. In order to do this, in order to keep the human in us at a side, we have to first develop the human ability to connect. And that is why I reiterate, spend several months on psychic work. Don't let yourself get caught in the grandeur of mediumistic work. That shall follow at a later date. Yes, you are getting that information here in this course, but you can, if you wish, keep it in abeyance. Delay that for a little bit of time till you practice psychic work. In psychic work, the person whose energies you're reading and you are always separate, because both are embodied beings. So it's not that my body merges with someone else's body, but my energies blend or merge with someone else's energies. My auric field merges with someone else's auric field. Here I'd like to bring in the aspect of spirit protection. If you proceed with psychic work believing that someone else's auric field can contaminate your own, can make you sick, can make you emotionally disturbed, then you are going to start the work on an absolutely wrong footing. No one's energies can affect you adversely without your permission. Now, what do I mean by without your permission? Surely none of us say, okay, I give you permission to affect me negatively. No. My belief that you can affect me negatively, that your energies can adversely influence me, is permission enough. If you have such beliefs, may I please request you to first work on those beliefs. And here is a simple method to work on beliefs that could come in the way of psychic work. The most important aspect is honesty with yourself. Be authentic. Do you have any beliefs to any degree, even the minutest degree, that could come in the way of your psychic work? For example, do you believe that you cannot do it? Do you believe that you are too muddled up, that you are too confused, that you are too emotionally undeveloped? Do you believe that your spiritual growth is not enough for you to do psychic work? Do you believe that the person who comes before you is someone who can cause you harm? And the most important one, even though I say this last, are you undertaking this psychic work for ego enhancement? Are you undertaking this psychic work because you're seeking validation? You're seeking approval from others. You're seeking a wow, wow, wow pat on the back. Because if you are, this desire to enhance your ego and all your other beliefs that we have just discussed, they will come in the way as huge hurdles. So, before we even start with anything else, let us use this 1 week to clear ourselves of all these self-limiting beliefs. I am going to send you a link to a meditation to eradicate self-limiting beliefs. You may, if you wish, use that meditation, but you don't have to. If there is any other method that works better for you, please feel free to use that method. For example, some might wish to use Ho'oponopono, the 4 statements: I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Another might wish to use the tapping of EFT. A third might wish to use Reiki energy. A fourth might wish to use Bach flower remedies. You see, all of these are tools. Each tool resonates strongly with a few and resonates weakly with others. So once again, respect yourself. Honor your intuitive need. Do you wish to use that meditation that I shall send you? Or would you rather use any other method? Go ahead with what you resonate with very strongly. But before we move on to the next lesson, you have to work on these self-limiting beliefs. Of course, it's not possible that you will eliminate these self-limiting beliefs in a week. But you see, the very fact that you've become aware of them, the very fact that you are deliberately, willfully, and actively working on them on a daily basis will take you very far in even 1 week. Yes, at the end of 1 week, if you feel, no, I think I'd like to give myself 1 more week or a few more days before I move to class 2, then please follow that inner guidance. What you will also do is to keep for yourself a psychic stroke mediumistic journal. This journal is very, very important. You see, psychic work is natural, but it seems a little challenging to people because we are just not used to that kind of receiving and giving of information. We are just so used to words that imprints of thoughts, because that is truly psychic work. Imprints of thoughts are read by the soul. Imprints of thoughts are given to you by the soul. Imprints of thoughts are interpreted for you by the soul. So words play a very small part. The most important part of psychic work is reliant on your soul and on your ability to receive and give imprints of thoughts. In this process, keeping a daily journal is vital. So what do I mean by a daily journal? Psychic work cannot be done once in a while. Yes, once you have mastered that skill, then you don't need to psychically read someone's energies every day, right? If I have a long holiday of 2 months, I will not read psychically anyone's energies. Does that mean that when I return after 2 months, I've lost the ability? Of course not. So initially, it is most vital to do it every day. Yes, every day. Please follow the exercises that this course will bring to you. Don't ignore any exercise, because you see, I have created the course in such a way that one exercise primes you and gives you the foundation for your next step. So please ensure that you go through each step very adequately without any rushing. As you go through these exercises, begin to write down certain things. First, when you are doing the exercise, what do you feel? Were there thoughts that were coming in? If so, write down the thoughts. Were you able to concentrate, or were you very distracted? Write that down. Did your physical body feel different in any way? For example, did it feel heavy? Did it feel hot? Did it feel cold? Did a certain part of your body give you a little bit of a pain? Was there any numbness? Was there any tingling? What were your feelings like? And then, how did the rest of the day proceed after that exercise? Did you feel good? Did you not feel good? Did certain events take place in your life that actually drew your attention to the exercise that you have just completed? All of this, there's so much of it. Were there dreams? Were there nightmares? Please maintain a very, very detailed journal. It may take you 5 minutes to journalize all of this, but these 5 minutes are important. Why? At the end of every 3 weeks, 4 weeks, read your journey back to yourself. You will be amazed to see how you have proceeded on that journey. You see, when we don't journalize, we sometimes are unable to understand the journey that we've been on. We lose out on some special aha moments. So journalize every day. It will be amazing for you to see how your personal ascension, your personal development is taking place. So I'm going to send you this meditation. Again, I repeat, do the meditation if you wish, or do something else if you wish. But this week, we are going to remove the self-limiting beliefs, any beliefs that come in the way of our psychic work. Have a lovely day and a big hug and love from me.